Most of our teams are spread across the globe, so we have resources, spread everywhere. So getting them all together, talk about different topics in a way that they can communicate effectively has always been a challenge for us.
The reason why Cisco TelePresence was so intriguing was it allowed us to have a real-time experience globally where one can be in Fairfield and one can be in Shanghai and be able to communicate as if one is in the identical same room, communicating in real time. In the old systems, you never felt like you were in the same room. You could see what somebody looked like, but you certainly didn't feel like you had a real-life experience with that person. One way to put it is this. With the old systems, you felt like you needed to visit them at least once in order to know them. With the new system, you don't need to do that.
The business-to-business opportunities for Cisco TelePresence are pretty great. Now I can do an executive briefing with a supplier in an hour, or 2 hours, or 5 hours, whatever's appropriate. And I don't have to travel at all to do it.
In terms of how GE is using telepresence, one is big meetings. Usually, when I was going to fly to London, we'd have about 50 people from the continent having to fly to London, and the 20 people that are in London, and we'd all get together and talk for 3 days. Instead, we start at 6 a.m. in the morning here, and noon in our various cities where we had telepresence, and no one had to travel. We are running at a clip of 40% less T&L for commercial use, and an even higher level corporate air. We don't feel like we're missing a beat with that lower T&L because we're able to cover that with the greater use of telepresence.
One of the things I love most is when I go to a meeting in India, as soon as I hit in call, I'm home.
The technical side of using telepresence is actually quite a bit easier than legacy. All you gotta do is press a button to make it happen. Whereas in the old system, you definitely needed the help of outside vendors.
Greg, how you doing?
We're looking at new ways to apply the technology all the time. How are we going to apply it to our new product development so that we can take teams that work together periodically all the time on new products and dramatically speed up the cycle times of new product development and bringing that product to market faster. We'll have engineers in a team in the U.S. working with engineers of a team outside the U.S. in a meeting room where they come together daily and meet and have the ability to show parts or pieces of equipment and interact like they're in the same building. It's hard to do an interview over a phone. We find it's very effective to do an interview over telepresence. You've got the same body language cueing, same real time. So it also extends our executives.
GE spends about $1 billion a year on developing employees. Telepresence has allowed us to bring in executives or bring in speakers to different classes that's relevant for the class. A recent executive meeting that was here wanted to have input from China. And what we did was set up a telepresence so that the expert in China could be speaking to this group of 50 executives.
The long-term vision for telepresence is that it just be the way we operate. We're so global, we're so spread out, we have so much need for cross-functional collaboration and global collaboration that we envision a time where this will be just the way we work.